Hello and welcome to Horror Hyperfixations, where I look at horror through a neurodivergent lens. I am Sam, your neurodivergent host. I'm going to try and keep this intro very quick because it is absolutely boiling. I've shut the fan off, I've shut the windows, and I'm sweating already, and I'm very pink and hot, and I don't like it. So if you are watching on video, apologies for my sweaty face. I'm about to go in a cold shower. This episode, I talked to the wonderful Jess from Hell on Shirts. Shout out to the t-shirt that I mentioned, their Halloween, oh, look at it, Halloween 3 t-shirt that I mentioned is one of my favourites, just so happened to be wearing it today. We had a great conversation. It's a bit of a hectic conversation because I've been having a time. Just before I go on a little bit more, actually, just some content warnings. We don't get into any of these subjects particularly heavily. We talk about the horror community, and we talk about some of the issues within it. So we do talk about poor mental health, self-harm, SA, racism, eating disorders. Nothing, like I said, nothing goes into depth. There's just stuff that gets mentioned a little bit. So yeah, this episode's a bit scatty. I haven't been doing that well, to be honest. I've had a couple of weeks where I've really not felt great. So doing anything like this has been hard, but I've taken some time away from social media. I'm trying to be more present. Since my last update, I've now been fully signed off on ADHD meds. So I have my prescription now, and that will roll on. So hopefully, now I've been on the dose a little bit longer, I'll feel a little bit more settled. But the last couple of days, I've been scatty as all fuck. I just came in here to do this video so I could go do other things like have a shower because I'm boiling, and I just spent an hour cleaning my bedroom instead because ADHD. Anyway, I really wanted to chat to Jess. We didn't really have a plan in mind. I literally just had therapy half hour before, so I was a bit in my feelings. I was a bit overwhelmed, and I'm a bit more useless than I normally am. And a bit more scatty than I normally am. So the conversation goes all over the place, but I think it's fun. That's how me and Jess chat. It was just a little fly on the wall experience of me and Jess having chats about all sorts of things. So if you don't know, Jess is the co-founder and owner of Hell on Shirts. You should know by now who Hell on Shirts are because I'm always mentioning them on the podcast. But we talk a little bit about setting up the business and how the business runs, but we also talk about the horror community and AI, and the conversation pings around everywhere, but it's a fun conversation and something different. You can probably tell that I was I don't know where to go next with this because this isn't a normal episode, but I really wanted Jess to come on, and I had a great time talking to her. So the next convention they're doing is HorrorCon, which at time of recording is next weekend. I think it's the 5th and 6th of June. So go find them there. I'll probably be lurking on their table being hello Jess, I'm Rob, because I love them. Yeah, and go follow them if you don't already. I'm going to stop talking now because you can see I'm getting sweatier and sweatier as time is going on, and nobody wants to see that. But enjoy the chat with Jess. Go follow Hell on Shirts, and I'll see you in a little bit. Hello, Jess. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Well, as we've just been discussing, just had therapy, just been having a big cry. So if I cry at any point during our conversation, it's not you.
I love a good cry.
Me.
It's all
yeah,
good.
I probably
we'll have a joint crying sesh.
Yes, excellent. No, it's lovely to have you here. This is a slightly different angle for an episode for me today. Because do you want to introduce yourself? Tell people who you are and where you're from, like Scylla.
Yes. So if you haven't seen me at conventions, I am Jess. I am co-owner of Hell on Shirts with my husband Rob. You will never get Rob on camera. As much as I love him, he will not sit down and do a podcast. So he's at the unit bagging shirts, and I am here. And we are based out of Swansea in Wales. So we're just down the road from Sam, kind of.
Just down the road, yeah. I'm it feels redundant asking you to introduce yourself because I feel like anybody listening to this podcast would have heard me talk about Hell on Shirts a bunch, but also if they're into horror, they probably follow you guys. They probably go to conventions. They've probably seen you about. But it's always nice to introduce you
to the brand. Yeah,
exactly. Because as you know, I'm a very big fan. I've been around
Just a bit.
since the early days.
Yeah.
Even wearing, for those watching, one of my new favourite ones, the Suspiria shirt.
I like how you're wearing a Hell on shirt and I'm not. I'm wearing a
You just
Jurassic
wear it
Park from
one
like
with-
Universal Studios.
It's good though. It's got dinosaurs
Yeah.
on.
It's old. It is super old. I love it.
I mean, as you know, I've quite often got a Hell on shirts t-shirt, long
Yes.
sleeve on anyway. So it's pretty much 50% of the week I'm wearing one. So there's always a good chance I am. But yeah, I've been following you guys and buying stuff from you since the very early days. So do you want to like tell everyone a little bit more about the history of Hell on Shirts and how you started?
Course. So it kind of was like an idea of ours, and like I want to say it was at the end of 2018. We just kind of got like sick of buying t-shirts from America, because at the time there were no UK brands doing horror t-shirts whatsoever. Like you had to go to either American brands, pay like the custom fees, the waiting times, all of that, or go to like high street stores. So Rob had a background in designing shirts anyway. He's been in hardcore bands since he was like, I don't know, like 16 years old. So he was always designing shirts for like bands. He was doing stuff for MySpace. Like he was doing people's HTMLs on MySpace.
Oh,
So he
good
knew
old days.
the good. I'm too young for that. I was
You are, shut up, Jess.
I was a Tumblr girl. I wasn't a MySpace girl. But so he had a background in like doing Photoshop. He had connections to a print shop. We designed a Hellraiser inspired t-shirt. We made 50 of them, made the Instagram, put them live, and just left it in God's hands really. And then they went. The 50 t-shirts went within like a weekend, and they're like, okay, what's next? And then just kind of like snowballed from there, basically, like designing shirts and putting them online, and then doing our first conventions, and then getting our first licenses, and now we're here. We had a bit of a rough bit in between. Yeah, I know. It has been mad. Like it has been non-stop since like end of 2018 into 2019, and then towards the end of 2019 was when we got raided by trading standards, which was great. But it was kind of like a blessing in disguise in a way. Like at the time, it wrecked my mental health completely, and we had no idea how to move forward from here. But it was kind of a blessing in disguise, because it gave us like a kick up the arse, lit a fire underneath us to like do shit more legit, do shit more properly, and that's where we are now. That's what we're doing now, and that's pretty much it.
A bit of context for anyone listening who doesn't remember back then. You guys were supposed to be doing
horror.
Yeah, you're supposed to be doing For the Love of Horror. You'd been getting a lot of like social media traction on people buying your shirts and stuff. I think I bought 1 or 2 by that point.
Yeah.
Was really excited. I'd saved up a little stack of cash. I was like, I'm going to buy some t-shirts. And somebody who was clearly jealous dobbed you in, and you had all your stock seized. And it was like, what,
it was literally like
2 weeks before the convention?
No, it was the Thursday before. We were due to travel that night. So Rob woke up early because we were still working. Both of us still had day jobs at this point. It was pre-baby. We both still had day jobs. He woke up early first to like make a coffee, go to work, and then there was a knock on the door, and I could hear something. And we had an elderly neighbour, so I just assumed, something's happened to our elderly neighbour. And no, it was trading standards with the police knocking on our door. Yeah, and for context, we live in the smallest village possible in Wales, right opposite the village shop. So all the oldies getting the paper in the morning saw the police car outside of our house. They saw bags of like stock leaving our house, going into the cars. So we were the talk of the village for like a good week. And then there was rumors going around, oh my god, they got arrested. We didn't get arrested. We did get a massive slap on the wrist, but COVID happened. So once COVID happened, it kind of like ended there, because this happened the October of 2019. This happened, and then obviously COVID kind of like came about early 2020, and in a way that kind of like helped us because it couldn't progress any further because everything was shut. So yeah, we received a massive slap on the wrist. It took a toll on our finances because we had to refund a whole bunch of people who had bought stuff. I just don't think I ate properly for about 3-4 weeks because I just couldn't eat. I was so nauseous all the time because they just left us in the unknown. They came to our house, took all of our stuff, literally treated us like we were hardcore criminals. They lifted up the toilet seat, made sure there wasn't any money in there, that we weren't hiding money in the house. I know, right? It was like hardcore. And yeah, they just left us in the dark. They took my phone. They said I'd get my phone back in 2 weeks. I didn't get my phone back for 2 months. They seized Rob's iMac, his MacBook. We didn't get those back. Yeah, it was, and we had to like still work our day jobs at this point and still try and keep the business afloat. And yeah, without any technology, because we didn't have nothing. We couldn't get on our Instagram. We couldn't do anything, and it was shit. And this was so we normally leave for Love of Horror on like a Thursday night. This happened on the Thursday morning, so we had to like message everyone and be like, yeah, we're not going to be there because we had no stock.
I remember seeing that post on Instagram.
It was awful.
Saying
it was awful.
We can't come. It's wild, isn't it? Like, I understand why trading standards exist, and
like they're there for a reason.
Intellectual property and copywriting and stuff. But two little guys in Swansea making a couple of t-shirts.
I know.
You wouldn't think it would be that big of a deal.
No.
But it's funny, isn't it, how, and obviously I'm a bit biased because I support you guys, so I'm like, why would they do that to you? But you see things all the time that don't get picked up, don't get anything. Like with you guys getting your designs stolen all the time. Nothing gets done there.
No, nothing gets done. And it's like, a few years ago, we did a design for Bram Stoker's Dracula. We posted it online. Within a few days later, we got a cease and desist, and all they said was to stop selling it. And then when we approached them asking for the license to do things properly, they weren't interested. But then we see brands like America do like unlicensed Bram Stoker's Dracula stuff, and nothing gets done. So it's kind of like they pick and choose who to give the C&Ds to, or like they're just really lucky and it doesn't get seen. I don't know. It's a wicked game to play, especially when licenses are so expensive and they are hard to come by. Like, we're trying to get our Terrify license back at the minute, and it is a lot of money. Now it's blown up, and Terrifier is huge. They had a House of Horror Nights. Yeah, it was a lot more expensive than when we first got the license back in, when was it, 2021, 2022, I think we had it. Yeah, it's a lot more money than it was back then.
And you'd think, and I know this is my like wonky brain and the way my brain thinks, but you'd think they'd go, hey, these guys wanted the license before everybody else did. They saw the beauty of Terrifier, how good Terrifier is, whatever. I can't think of words right now.
Yeah.
But you'd think the fact that you guys wanted the license early on, they'd be like, give it back to these guys, not having to jump through hoops and pay through the fucking nose for a license.
I think it just got so massive. Yeah, it just got so massive, and it just blew up so big. And the thing is with licenses is that they change hands constantly. So when we first had the license, it was just the one Terrifier film, not including the one before that. But it was just the one Terrifier film, and Damien still owned it. And I think now it's moved hands because it's just gotten so big. And I think he just wants to focus on like Terrifier 4 and then Terrifier 5 and then all the other Terrifier films that are probably going to come out afterwards. So I don't know. It sucks because I open up my Facebook and I always see this one brand in the UK always ripping off Art the Clown. And it's like, we can't do that. Like, we can't sell Terrifier anymore because we had the license and we don't have it anymore. But this brand are selling it unlicensed all the time. So it's just like really frustrating. It's
really strange how it all works. And I don't know how you keep on top of all of the red tape and loopholes you have to go through as a business. It must be so confusing. So I
let Rob deal with that part. I'm happy to be the face in the social media and do all the emails and stuff. But when it comes to like the actual business side of it, that's a Rob department.
I know both of you are like huge horror fans, which is how the business started in the first place. Yes. And I know you both got very different taste in horror in some ways. Like, where did your love of horror start?
Mine probably started, I remember my mum went on holiday and I was left in the care of my dad. And my dad showed me Sleepy Hollow. And I was terrified. I was so scared. And I remember sleeping in bed with him that night. But I remember the next day, I was like, I want to watch it again. and I just loved it from there on out. And then I purposely sought out, like, you'd go on like the VHS cupboard when you were a kid and you like scan through and try and find, I searched for the little 18 logos. Like, if it's got an 18 logo, I want to
It's
watch
gonna
it.
be good.
It's gonna be good. Like, I remember seeing the VHS for Salem's Lot, and I remember that being a terrifying VHS tape to have in the cupboard, and I just wanted to watch it. And I was kind of brought up, not like my parents didn't care what I watched, but they gave me a lot of leeway to watch what I wanted, to like make my own decisions. And yeah, they just let me watch horrors. I was always that weird girl taking horror films to sleepovers, much to like the parents' dismay. But I loved it. I absolutely loved horror films. I'm not too sure what my favorite horror film is. It changes all the time. But I think with Rob, I don't want to speak for Rob, but I remember him telling me that his parents let him watch Terminator 2 Judgment Day when he was like 8. Like, he was very young. And then after that, he'd walk around. His family used to own a pub, and he'd walk around the pub in like a pair of welly boots and a leather jacket, thinking he was Terminator. So I think that's kind of where Rob's. It's not. I know it's not a horror film, but it's kind of like it branches
It's
onto
adjacent.
like. It's adjacent, and I think that kind of like helped him branch onto like horror films. But yeah, I think that's kind of where my love for the horror starts, because my family always loved horror films. Like a relatively normal family, but love horror films, which I think it's good. I think it's good to show kids not super scary stuff, but let them in like a little bit of Nightmare Before Christmas, a bit of Coraline. I think that'd be fine.
I mean, we're both parents. I started
Yes.
very young with Ez of going, hey, watch this thing. I'm putting Nightmare Before Christmas on. And
Yeah.
by the age of about 2, they were obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. And my mum would keep saying, oh, that's too scary. And I'm like, it's not scary, though. They love it.
No.
And
the songs in it are lovely.
yeah, it's beautifully animated. Like you said, the songs are lovely. It's made for children. It's inherently dark, but it's made for children.
Yeah.
And I've got videos of Ez being 2 singing the songs. And it's so cute. This little tiny 2-year-old going, I'm Jack Pumpkin King. Like in the deepest little baby voice, and it is so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
And taking them to meet Jack Skellington in Disney, like you've never seen a kid lose their shit as much as a child meeting a skeleton. And they're scared of things like this, and it's like, no, they're not. If you introduce them early,
I showed them that it's not scary. Yeah.
I showed as Killer Clowns from Outer Space at about 6, maybe, because it's very silly, and I think the way you present things to them as well, if you say, oh, this film's really fun, and you sit and laugh with them,
Yeah.
they're more likely to find it fun than scary.
Yeah.
So we've eased our way in with like more chill horror, but
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch anything. It wasn't until I was allowed to go to the video shop as a teenager with my dad, and I'd be like, Dad, can I have this film? And he'd be like, yeah, go on then. So it wasn't until I was like 15, 16 that I started watching horror. I always wanted to, I just wasn't allowed to. I wasn't even allowed to watch Jurassic Park. I had a row off my mum because when it came out, I really wanted to see it because dinosaurs. And my mum said, no, it looks too scary. I think I was 10 when Jurassic Park came out because I'm very old. And you probably weren't even born when Jurassic Park came out, were you?
I'm 94. When did Jurassic Park come out? 97?
Oh, yeah, the same age as Abby, yeah. So you would have been very, very little.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, my dad let me watch it. We went to the video shop and we got it. And I told my mum, I was like, I watched Jurassic Park. It was good. I wasn't scared. Because I'm stupid. I should have just kept quiet. And she was really mad because she didn't want me to watch it. So I think probably by trying to stop me watching anything scary, like Ghostbusters, I remember it coming on telly and really wanting to watch it. And she was like, no, go to bed. It's too scary. But all she did was then make me want to watch it more.
Yeah. I think once you deny something for so long, you're going to just end up giving in and taking and just wanting to watch it.
And
But I
look at
remember
me
like
now.
I know, which turned out totally fine, I think.
It's my
But
entire personality.
yeah. Me and my sister, there's 11 years between us, but we both spent quite a lot of time with our grandparents when we were younger. Like my mum always worked like
Me
a job on
too.
like a Saturday, and so did my dad. So we always slept at my nan and granddad's house, and every time all we wanted to watch was Jaws. Like that was like the film to watch in my granddad's cupboard, and I think he had recorded it off the TV because I remember like him fast forwarding past like the adverts and everything. But that was also a film that absolutely terrified me as a kid. But I
Hmm.
wanted to watch it all the time because I just loved it. I had bunk beds when I was little, and I slept on the bottom and the top bunk was empty. I remember like being in bed and like looking at the end of my bunk. And remember that scene in Jaws where he pulls the tooth out and that head pops down from the boat?
I
I
vividly
just had
remember
that in
that.
my head constantly. Like I would just be looking at the end of my bunk bed and I just try and imagine that head bunking down the bottom. But I still wanted to watch it and I still loved it. And even to this day, my mum still won't go in the sea because of Jaws. And it came out in the 70s. She was like 20 when it first came out. And she still won't go in the sea. She won't go on a cruise ship because of Jaws.
Oh wow. I mean, I had the complete opposite reaction. I watched Jaws at a slumber party, as I know a lot of us probably did. And when that head popped out of the boat, I remember jumping but hysterically laughing. And all the other girls were screaming, and I was like, "Rewind it, put it on again, put it on again," because I was obviously that kid. I always really
Yeah.
enjoyed when people would be like, "Oh no, that's horrible," or "That's scary." I was like a tiny little edgelord, and I'd be like, "Oh no, that's really cool." I'm still a tiny little edgelord. Um, and yeah, I just thought it was so funny, that bit. I don't know why.
I
And I
know.
just want to watch it again, but.
They have the head on display in Universal. When you go into the horror makeup show, they have it
Why
in
have
one
I
of the
never
cabinets
noticed
before you go in.
that?
Well, they're redoing it now, so it might not be there anymore.
I
They're having a big
know, I saw
refurb.
that.
I know, I'm so sad. I was hoping we could
I
catch
mean,
it
it
like the
needs a
original
revamp.
before we... It does, but I love the nostalgia of it. It's so good.
Hmm.
I love the horror makeup show so much.
See, I was too scared to go and see it when I was little. The first time I went, I was like 7, 8. Then I went again when I was about 10, and I didn't do it then. I was too scared. And I think maybe when I was 15, I went to see it. And was scared that it was going to be scary. And then I was like, oh no, this is really fun. This is good.
Yeah, it's just goofy.
Yeah. But every time I've gone to watch it since, I'm still scared that it's going to be scary. Like they're going to do something different that I've forgotten, and it's going to be really scary because I'm fine with films, but when things are in real life in front of
Like
me,
right in front of you, yeah.
I can't deal with it. Like my little lizard brain kicks in, and I can't differentiate between what's real and not. So like Horror Nights, I love it in theory. I had a great time, but going in the houses,
Oh,
I had
see, that
absolute
is
fucking
my favourite.
meltdowns. I would absolutely
I
go
love
again.
being scared. It's like adrenaline. It's like, oh, it's like jump out with me, jump out with me.
No, see, I mean, you know my friend Lucy. She's 5 foot nothing, and when we went, she had dungarees on, and I steered her by the straps of her dungarees and used her as a tiny human shield because I was so scared. And we've had conversations about this loads, about how I'll like watch YouTube videos, and I'm obsessed with like the lore behind the houses, and I love following all the like build up to Halloween with the rumors for what IP houses they're doing and what original. I'm obsessed with Halloween Horror Nights, but actually being there in that enclosed space, and it's so loud.
Oh,
Like,
it is. It is deafening in there.
The just being in the queue, I had an absolute meltdown, and had to like come out and go and have a little sit down and calm down because of how loud it was just in the queue for the one house. And I was like, I can't cope with the volume of the so like now I know how sensitive I am to sounds and things. I know that I could probably wear ear defenders or something just to
Get
dampen
those,
it down.
was it loops? Those
I
little
have
loops.
them, but I don't like them. Oh my god.
No. Oh.
Because I can hear my insides when I have those in.
Yeah.
It's really weird. But I know,
I know.
that I could wear headphones or something, and I could like bring the volume
Buffer it
down
out a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would give it another go.
We're going in September. We're taking Rob's mum with us this time as well, but she's flat out refused to do Horror Nights. But she can have the baby, which is great. Like, here's the baby. Rob and I are off. We're gonna go.
It does make me laugh how many people you see bring in toddlers to Horror Nights.
We saw one dressed as Chucky, like this little. It couldn't have been any older than 4, like dressed as like a little Chucky, and it's like I couldn't do it. Like I'd be too worried about them, like where I wouldn't enjoy myself. So I couldn't do it. Like, well done to that kid for being so brave, but like, no, thank you. You're staying at home.
I mean, when they're really, really little, like your little one's age and like little babies, they don't really know what's going on. It's just loud and they'll probably sleep through it. But seeing like 3 and 4-year-olds, and then sometimes like 7, 8, 9-year-olds, and you just think they're so little.
Yeah.
How on earth? And sometimes you see them and they're really brave and they're walking around, they're having a great time. But other times you see them and they're fucking hysterical, and I'm just like, that poor kid.
We were in front of this. I know. We were in front of this family. I can't remember what year it was. It was the year there was a Stranger Things house, and this kid ran backwards, and his foot, I was wearing shorts, his foot went all the way down my shin, and I was like, oh, that's really hurt. And I just pushed past the kid. I was like, oh my God, just get out of the way. You're like ruining my experience by running around. Just like, get out of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, isn't it? Like the impact on everybody else whilst they're there.
Yeah. But Edie's not going to be going to Horror Nights until she's at least like over 10, definitely. Because this is mine and Rob's thing. This is what we did before we had a baby. It's like you could stay with Nanny in the hotel, but this is a mummy and daddy. Like, this is mummy and daddy's night out. We're going to Horror Nights.
Exactly. But, and you know, if she's like, hey, can I come? Then that's very different. But dragging kids along because you don't want to miss out, I'm just like, I get it on some level, but also, you poor fucking kids.
They have, when you walk into the Horror Nights house, they have like a cage that's meant for like service animals. Like, just leave them in there and then just come back around and pick up your kid out of the service animal cage.
I've never noticed a service animal cage before.
Yeah, I didn't see them outside every house. I see them a lot. Do you know when they have like the ones in like the big outbuildings? Like I remember one year, I think it was the Last of Us house. There was like a 3 or 4 service animal cages as you go in, and then you just loop around them once you finish, and then come pick your dog up. So just leave your baby in there. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go through the house now, and then just go through and pick them up at the end.
You'd think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want service dogs to go through those houses.
Oh God, no.
Can you imagine?
God,
but
no.
also you think they'd go in because they're doing a job. Yeah. Interesting.
And especially because it is so loud and it can change like that as well in a house. Like if a scare happens or the lights go and then the sound happens, it is terrifying. It is scary.
Gone off on a little tangent now about service animals in Halloween Horror Nights. But to bring it back to Halloween shirts, you've got a new Universal design, which I'm so excited about.
I do. Did I? Oh, I should have brought it down with me. Yes. So I remember you showed me a hat that was antisocial but willing to talk about Halloween Horror Nights. And I was like, that is a fantastic hat. Obviously, we don't want to copy that entire design. But then we were in the car, we were driving back from Liverpool, we were thinking of like antisocial but willing to discuss blah, blah, blah. And then I said, as a joke, Universal Studios Florida, because whenever Rob and I go to Love Horror or any convention and we see you or we see our friend Dan, because Dan, Florida Dan, we call him, all we talk about is Florida. That's all we talk about. We talk about Tim Tracker, we talk about Paging Mr. Morrow, we talk about Peter and Kitra, like we talk about all these vloggers that we watch. And then we talk about Horror Nights, and then we talk about Universal Studios, and it's like mine and Rob's entire personality. Like people say to us, "Oh, you're going back to Florida again?" It's like, yes, we are.
Yes,
because that's like our favorite place to go in the entire world. We love it.
Oh, I'm so excited for that hat. And it's the vintage Universal design as well.
It is not the new one. It's the pink with the yellow Florida, like the old neon sign that used to be there, and we've also got one that says antisocial but willing to discuss Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, which I think is
I also need, because
they'll both be at HorrorCon, so we'll bring them to HorrorCon.
Very excited about. Oh, will you have the Halloween 3 for HorrorCon?
Yes.
Yes.
I did have one down here. I must have taken it upstairs, but yeah, we got them back from the printers day before yesterday. So we got them
Yay.
back. Yeah.
I'm in my
so
a hat wearing era right now.
I am now as
and
well. Because I'm growing out my fringe. So I'm like, I'm a hat girl now.
I've decided I'm embracing a baseball cap, so I'm very excited to pick up 2 new hats. How do you come up with like what you want to do for designs? Because on your social media, there's always like, tell Rob we need to do this design and we need to do this, and people are always saying to me, mention I am an ambassador for Hell on Shirts. We love that. People always say to me,
use code Monster10 at checkout.
Yes. People always say to me like, oh, ask Hell on Shirts, you're an ambassador, you can make designs, right? Ask them to do this. And I'm like, my guys, I am constantly saying, why don't you do this design? Can you get the license for this thing? Like, I'm sure you must get messages off people all the time being like, all the time, do this, do that. How do you like narrow it down?
I literally say to Rob, like, we sat down the other night, we had a baby free night, so we watched a film, and we watched Bone Temple. Loved it, by the way.
Excellent.
Absolutely loved it. And Rob's like, I'm gonna do a design for that shirt for that movie. I was like, okay, there we are. And he just literally, I leave him to it and he does it. But at the moment he's working on not horror whatsoever, but we did that 90s collection last year. Rob wants to add on to that, so we're doing Gremlins. That's going to be at Christmas. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah. And then another one. I think he said E.T., but I'm not too sure.
Oh, can you do E.T. ride instead?
I know. I bought Rob a candle for his last birthday, and it smells like the ride. It smells like that piney, like smell of the forest when you go through the queue.
Oh, and you can put on the sleeves or on the back, welcome home, you've arrived.
And those little passports you have. Yeah, it's pretty much like we'll watch something and then Rob's like, I want to do a design for that. Or like he'll think of a design that he's wanted to do for ages. Like Rob's got so many designs that he's half finished or he's like just started, and then I think this is Rob's ADHD coming into effect, because he'll start a design and then he'll like move on to another one. So then he'll go on his laptop and be like, oh, I started this design like 6 months ago, and then he'll be like, I can do it better than that, so he'll start it again, and then it'll just be half finished again. So at the moment we've got like maybe like 10 or so designs which are like half finished, haven't come out yet, because Rob's the design man. Like we do work with a great team of artists as well. Like Rob will message Gareth or will message Josh and be like, I want to do this, have you got any space free? And they'll whack something out for us. I think Josh has done the Gremlins design, or it might have been Gareth, I'm not too sure, but
either way it's gonna be good.
Either way, it's going to be fantastic, which is great. We don't use AI in this household whatsoever.
No.
We're making stickers for Love of Horror that say, like, fuck AI or something like that.
Yay! I need 600 of those.
I'm going to plaster them over, like, or the back of my car or the back of Rob's van. Just let everyone know. But, yeah, it's just, like, whenever we do those Q&A things on Instagram, I want people to ask us, like, genuine questions, but most time it's like, can you make a design for this, can you make a design for that? And it's like, Rob is one person. We have not got all the time in the world for him just be sitting and designing t-shirts. Like he doesn't work anymore now. Like this is his job. Hell on Shirts is his job, but he's still got like go to the unit, he's got to bag up, he's an Iron Man in training, so he's in the pool or he's on a bike or whatever doing stuff as well. So yeah, a lot of his design work gets done at like 11 o'clock at night when I'm in bed, the baby's in bed, and he's sleeping on the sofa at the minute because the baby doesn't like him being in the bed. So Rob is on the sofa designing shirts and then going to sleep. So yeah, poor Rob.
Yeah, I think it's that balance, isn't it? It's like, yes, we could pour out another 10 designs next week.
Yeah.
But can we physically manage that
we don't want to bite off more than we can chew.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like we work on a pre-order basis. Pre-orders are live for 2 weeks. Pre-orders take 3 to 4 weeks once they've finished. And especially now, because we're heading into convention season, we've got HorrorCon weekend after next. We've just had 2 massive conventions previously. We don't want to burn ourselves out by bringing out so much stuff, overwhelming people with like new designs and new things like that. And you got to try and like play it cleverly in a sense as well, where we want to make as much as we can, make as many shirts as we can, and then not burn ourselves out and like, you know, end up with not that many sales because we've just overwhelmed people with too many shirts and too many designs, and then because then we'd have to pay for it then, like, because we need to make like a minimum order with our printers. So yeah, it's not a hard game to navigate, but it can be frustrating to try and get things right at the right time, because we don't want to bring something out and have no interest, and then we'll bring it out again like a few months later and have loads of interest. So it's just like, it's difficult, and you're playing the Instagram algorithm game as well all the time.
I was just gonna say, it's constantly trying to stay on top of what's going on out there.
Yeah, and we pay for ads on Facebook, and it's just like, it is a tough game to play. To get yourselves out there, it is hard.
It's throwing money really into a pit, paying for Facebook ads. Don't rub your head on the mic, little man. It's difficult, isn't it? And I think the more brands and things pop up, as much as as much as like you guys are absolutely nailing it with the designs and the quality and, you know, business ethos and everything, there's always going to be someone who is going to bring something out that's cheaper, is going to be somebody who steals your design and sells it on Etsy, or feeds it into AI and does something else with it. It's difficult, and like that's why I've continued to support you guys, because you've got your set of ethos for your business and what you will do and what you won't do, and you stick to that, and I really really respect that for you guys. About you guys, even, because you don't want to compromise anything. And I think as a business, you discuss things like use of AI and theft of designs and all sorts of things, and it's one of the many reasons I love you, Jess. You do get a bit ranty about it on Instagram. And I think it's
not
important
so much on the Hell on
to do.
Shirts one, but on my personal Instagram, you should be like, ooh.
But occasionally you do get ranty on the Hell on Shirts one. Because it affects your livelihood.
Oh, completely. Absolutely, completely. And it's just like, why are we spending so much money on designs? Like, I don't want to say like how much people charge, but we spend over like £300-400 on like designs for front, back, and sleeves by incredible artists, and we'll pay it every time. Like, the cost of that is not the issue. The issue is someone can then take that design, take bits of that design, put it into an AI or just put it into Photoshop, and then just take bits of our design and then say that's theirs. Or they'll like just take our design and put it on Etsy, like the whole design. Like, our Terrifier designs are our most stolen designs. The orange one, do you remember the orange and the white one that Luke Dismay did? That one, and Sam Hain's one, the big image.
The Sam Hain one is my favourite one.
Yeah, and that is, you'll go on Etsy, you'll be able to find it.
Oh yeah.
If you want it again. And the Lost Boys, the Sam Hain black and grey one. I remember just scrolling through TikTok and an ad popped up, and I was like, wait a minute, I recognise that shirt. And it was someone flogging our design, but it was on like a big heat press
transfer
sticker.
Yeah.
And I had a person reach out to me via email, because I'd done a video on TikTok saying, this is our design, it's stolen, blah, blah, blah. And I like went in on this company, and the company ended up blocking me. Of course they did. But then I had a person reach out to me via email saying, I'm really sorry, I bought this design from this company. I didn't know it was yours. I'll let you know when it arrives so I can show you what it's like. I was, that'd be fantastic. And it arrived, and he sent me photos, and it was literally just like from here. Like, the print didn't even start like a normal space. The print started like here, and it was like a big shiny sticker. And you could see the reflection on it because it was just a big heat press. And I didn't ask the guy to, I should have. But I think if you had like pulled on it, it would have just ripped. It was just like a big sticker, and all the detail was lost. Like, everything we do is screen printed. Like, I'm not a fan of the big scratchy stickers personally. I find them, I can't do it. But it's just like so much hard work and so much detail just lost because it's just a big shiny ugly sticker on a t-shirt. And it's just so frustrating. What frustrated me more is they used really good blanks, like the Gildan blanks that we use. And I was like, what a waste. What a waste of a decent t-shirt that you've just taken our stolen design, put a shitty heat press sticker on it, and called it a day. And they were selling it for like, I think it was like $13. It was an American company. Like, they weren't selling it for that much. But that was frustrating. That was really frustrating. So,
It's annoying that more people don't seem to have that, like, integrity when it comes to creation, but also like ripping people off. Like I've recently had artwork for the podcast designed by Gareth Gibson Graphics, who does loads of your stuff. And he's done me a beautiful, beautiful design. And loads of people have said, I would love that on a t-shirt. And I'm like, no, you don't. Shut up. Like, you just want it because it's me and you're my friend and you wanna wear it. And they're like, no, I want one. Let me spend my money. Shut up. And I'm like, right, okay. So I've spoken to a local printing company about getting them printed, and the only way outside of screen printing to print the design is to render it in a version that takes loads of the detail out.
Yeah,
and I've said respectfully, I'd rather not have t-shirts if it means that I need to compromise on that design, because Gareth's done a beautiful job. He's done exactly what I've asked him to do. And people like it because of how it looks, the way it's been designed. If you have to compromise on that, whether that's quality, whether that's the detail, I don't want people to pay money for stuff that looks less good or is less good quality because of the complexity of it. I'd just rather not have t-shirts.
Yeah, like you don't want to skimp on the quality at all.
No.
Especially when it's like a lovely hand-drawn design either. You don't lose any of that detail in it whatsoever.
No, and especially if people are willing to part with their money to wear my shitty little podcast on a t-shirt, I want it to be the absolute best it can be. And I could have had artwork made for the podcast ages ago. It's been going for like 2.5 years now, I think. But I've only just done it because I'm like, right, I need to save up. I need to find the right artist. I could have done something on AI in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I could have given the same
has
thing.
That horrible sheen on it, and it's so ugly.
It's horrible.
So ugly.
And I am an absolute cunt. Anytime someone follows me on Instagram, if they have an AI logo or an AI picture, I will not follow them back.
Funny you should say that, I had a bloke message me this morning on Facebook, and his Facebook name was Designer, but it was like Desi and then the rest of the words as like his last name. And then all of his designs are AI. I can tell. It has that yellow sheen on it, like that yellow horrible filter. All the font is the same. And it's so heartbreaking seeing people rely so heavily on AI for their business. And it's like, here's a poster of like everything I've got for sale, but the poster is AI. Like the artwork of like the thing they're actually selling is probably real, but the poster they've made to show it off is AI. And it's like, it takes 2 seconds to do a poster yourself. It does not take that long at all. Like, it's easier for them, sure, to type in a stupid little prompt, but then you're typing in a stupid little prompt and getting an ugly poster, which as soon as I see it, I'm like, nope, not interested. Get that away from me.
And that's what, like, I'd rather not have artwork than have AI artwork. And I know that is just me, and I know, and you, and I know we're in the minority, but I would rather just not have something. If I can't afford a Hell on Shirts t-shirt, I'm not going to go to a knockoff website and buy one. I will save up until I get one. Same with artwork. I've saved up until I could afford to pay an artist for the design. And it's that entitlement, I think, sometimes, that everyone has to have everything really quickly. And I know you struggle with that, with like pre-orders and stuff. People have been like, where's my shirt? And it's like,
oh, don't.
It literally says it's a 2-week pre-order, then it's 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Turn around, then we've got to dispatch them.
I've only just updated our FAQ. I haven't updated our FAQ since COVID. Like, I'm still blaming COVID sometimes in some of the sections, but I've just redone our FAQ the other day. But I don't think I could be more clearer sometimes, but it's just like, it is what it is. Like, people email, I'll screenshot them the FAQ. I'm totally nice. I'm lovely and I'm polite in the emails. And then, yeah, people get it that way. But it is frustrating, where I had a customer a couple of months ago. I think I did a big rant about our designs getting stolen and put on like AliExpress or whatever. And it was a really random design. It's like a Rocky Horror design. Like, it was one I wouldn't thought would have gotten stolen, but it did. And a customer was like, the thing is, I would buy it because you're out of stock right now and I really want the shirt. I was like, okay, so you'd buy a poor quality version of our shirt from someone else that's stolen it from us instead of just waiting for us to reprint it. And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. So I just blocked him. I was like, block, see you later. And that was frustrating. That was really frustrating.
Yeah, it's weird how, like, I think now people want everything straight away because of Amazon Prime.
We're in the age of Amazon.
Yeah, or AI doing things really quickly and for free instead of actually, like, using your fucking brain. And for everything, I just rather not have it. And I know there's a level of, like, my autistic justice sensitivity where I get mad on behalf of filmmakers and writers and artists and all these creative people who've got jobs that are now suffering because of AI. I'm not really sure where the point I'm going is on this. I'm just rambling and ranting, but
no,
I
get
really
it because...
get mad about it. It boils my piss.
Yeah, and it's because I was talking to Tyler. He's the owner of Killer Creations, Scottish guy. Lovely, love Tyler. And he has to put, when he does his stall at like conventions, he puts an iPad and it shows his drawing process of him from start to finish doing the drawing, because like I don't want people coming up to me and accusing me of AI. That's the length these artists have to go to now to prove that what they're making was by their own hands and not by a computer and a prompt. And which is absolutely ridiculous. Like I remember when we first worked with Gareth. Gareth did our Reanimator design. No, he's holding up the cat with a big green one.
Yeah,
and
got that one.
He showed us. Of course you do. He showed us the process of him making it, and he held up, like, it wasn't a cat, but he held up something to like get like the right arms and get like make sure everything was correct anatomically, like the way his arm was and everything in the drawing. And it was just fantastic to show like the start, how he started that design, how he ended that design, like took a photo of himself holding a fake cat and then to the final product. It was absolutely insane.
You
like,
need to tell him to post that kind of stuff because I want to see that. That's
I'll have to scroll back really far on our messages.
He should post those sorts of things so that one, yes, showing is not AI, but also it's interesting. Like I love watching behind the scenes and special features of how things are made in films. I'm just as interested in how artists put together their compositions and how they work on things. And I think it's interesting to see that kind of stuff. So we should totally post it.
Yeah, just from like the start to finish. And it was just fantastic to see it come from a photo to him drawing it and then it being on the t-shirt. It was fantastic. But yeah, that's the length these artists have to go to now just to cover their own backs, because as soon as someone says that's AI, everyone kind of like dogpiles, and sometimes they dogpile for the wrong reason. Like I'm like a bloodhound. I can sniff out AI from a fucking mile away, and I'm like, that's AI. And they're like, no, it's not. I was like, yes, it is. So, I don't know.
I find it harder with videos to tell sometimes. Like animal videos, like cats and things. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. And then I'm like, wait
a minute. Yeah.
Wait.
I guess suck it in on TikTok.
Yeah.
I guess suck it in.
Art, yeah, I'm the same. I pick up straight away. And it made me sad that I felt I needed to put, when I posted the artwork, like, just to put out there, this isn't AI. An actual artist did this. Pay your artists, pay your creatives. And it's just, it really stresses me out. But I appreciate that you guys constantly speak out against that sort of stuff of the, design theft and use of AI. Because it's quite refreshing, because we do see businesses pop up all the time who do use all of these things. And I'm like, I'm not giving them my money.
No.
Same as I've got a anti-AI stance with movies. If I know that they've used a fuckload of AI in it, I'm not going to watch it and I'm not going to review it. And I go back to the director or the PR company and just say, you've used a shitload of AI in this. Like, I get it. You're an indie creator. You haven't got a big budget, but I would rather see you I don't know, smash a melon with a hammer and pretend it's someone's head than use a shitty
That'd be more
AI.
interesting. Yes.
Way more interesting. I mean, look at 80s
Yeah.
horror. Look at the stuff that people did. Like the
Mm.
head exploding in scanners.
Yeah.
It had spaghetti and burger meat and all sorts of gunk and stuff. Like they literally put bin scrapings from dinner time in their head for all that viscera when it explodes. And like, I'd
And
much
it's
rather,
iconic.
yeah. And I'd
And it's
much
like gone
rather
down in
see,
history.
and I'd much rather see stuff that someone's clearly gone, this is the best I can do. And you're like, it's a bit shit, babes, but they tried.
Yeah.
And they
You
still
stuck to your
managed to do,
guns.
yeah, they did what they
Yeah.
wanted to do within their budget, within their capability. And I've gone, well, you did that yourself. Well done.
Mm.
Same as, you know,
And
there's so many
you
things I could be
you
better
learn
at
stuff
with
as
AI.
well.
Yeah.
And like you get to learn a new skill in the progress, and you're not just telling a prompt what to do. And AI is ugly in the end of the day. Like you can try and sugarcoat it as much as you want. AI is so ugly in all aspects of the word. It's bad for the planet. It's bad for jobs. It's just a absolute shit stain in the world right now. I fucking hate AI. I hate it so much. And all I see on TikTok is like, it's mainly women be like, they put like a prompt. It's like, hey, ChatGPT, make me look like this, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like a massive long paragraph. Like they spent longer typing the paragraph than they have like actually working on the image. And I comment on these girls, like, girls, you could literally use Photoshop to get this like, you know, thing that you want, the style that you want, and they just block me. I'm like, okay, there we are. No problem.
And
So,
again,
yeah.
I know that it's going to be, especially with pictures and people like editing their pictures like that. Like, I think people did like put me in the Met Gala recently. I saw that on stories quite a lot. And
Yeah,
I
I
don't
did.
understand how that doesn't give people body dysmorphia and all
We're
sorts of
living in
problems.
an episode of Black Mirror. It's Black Mirror.
Yeah, it really is, because some of the pictures I've seen of people, like, they don't look like themselves. The prompt is, whether they've told it to or whether the AI has just done it by itself, like they've been made more attractive, they've been made thinner, they've been made musclier, all these things, and they don't look like themselves.
They've been yassified.
Yassified, exactly that.
They've been yassified.
And I got upset the other day because I saw a photo that somebody'd like, they tweaked something in, and like tweaking the light and stuff in pictures with tuning apps, fine. We all do little bits to, you know, I'll change the light there, change the filter, do this. Fine. Not a problem with that. But this app had automatically changed something about my face. And I could tell straight away, and I was really upset by it. And I was like, what the fuck has it done to my face?
Yeah, like, who is this?
Yeah,
who am I looking at?
To me, it didn't look like me anymore. And I got really upset by that and like really self-conscious that the app had gone, your face is wrong, I must fix it. And it's like, that's not what was trying to be fixed in the picture. It was something else, but that app took it upon itself. And it wasn't like an AI generative thing. It was like Facetune or something to like, you know, tweak the levels in the picture and different things. But the app took it upon itself to change my face.
So weird.
And
so weird.
I can have an existential crisis about anything, everything and nothing, you know, anything can send me off in a little spiral. But I was like, what is wrong with my face that this app went, your face needs to be different and change. You know, it was a genuine expression. It was happiness on my face. It was just my face. I know I'm not ugly. I know I'm not stunning. I'm average looking, and that's fine. I accept that. But the app decided I was too average looking and it needed to like make my face thinner and change the expression on my face. And they're tiny little things, but I can tell.
Yeah.
And
like a stranger staring back at you.
Yeah, and to me that gave me like weird feelings for days.
Yeah. It's like super damaging. Like I've got like a niece who's like 14 years old, and it's like her looks are everything at the minute because she's 14, and it's like I don't want young girls like her and like her friends using shit like that, and they think, okay, this is how I should look, like not how I look now. And it's like, it's super damaging. It's so damaging.
And like, I know the effect that that little tweak had on me. How
Mm,
does like an entire yassified image where they've made you look nothing like yourself not massively mentally damage people?
I know.
I don't understand.
It's
And the
like
only thing I can think is like AI is going to cause an increase in probably self-harm, eating disorders, body
bullying.
dysmorphia, bullying, like combination of, well, you don't actually look like that, kind of bullying, but then, oh, you wish you looked like that. And there's just so many things. And I think when society is as fucked as it is already, why are we
Yeah.
like giving ourselves more tools to pick on others, beat ourselves up?
Yeah.
It gives me the ick. It makes me feel really weird.
Yeah. And like, why do you want to see stuff at the Met Gala anyway? Like, does it really matter? Like,
No.
you seeing yourself at the Met Gala, like, you're never going to be there. Don't worry about it. Like, imagine in your head what you'd wear instead of like using a stupid AI filter that is gonna like be bad for the planet, bad for your mental health, bad for other people, and then just leave it alone. Like, you haven't got to see what you look like at the Met Gala. Don't worry about
Mm.
it.
And like I try and use anything like that as a creative prompt, and I know I'm not everybody, but I was reading last year or the year before, I was reading quite a lot of books, and to go with my review, I was challenging myself to do photos to go with it rather than just being like, here's a photo of my book. Something that was related. So, like for the book Horns, I put a pair of horns on. I tried, me and Abby did a little photo shoot trying to like replicate the themes of the book, the colors of the book. And we just did that with a red light in her bedroom. We did like a little boomerang. We played with shadows, and we spent like an hour doing it. It was fun. It was a little
Yeah.
creative project, and we were like, that's cool. Nobody fucking cares. Same as have you read is it Mary An Awakening of Fear by Nat
No.
Cassidy? Is that who it's by? Um Really good horror
I think
book.
it's on my reading list. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one where there's like a woman with a pillowcase on her head that's covered in
Yes,
blood.
it's on my reading list.
And I
Yeah.
was like, that's a cool image. I'm going to try and recreate that. She sat in a bath with something and she's covered in blood. So I got in Abby's bath. We bought a white pillowcase. We put it over my head. I didn't have any fake blood, but I did have cherry juice, which looked a lot like fake blood. And we just like had a laugh and spent an hour just being silly and creative.
And
And
it's
yes,
fun.
it was fun, and I could have put that into Chat GPT or wherever, and had a photo in like 5 minutes. There would have
Yeah.
been a perfect recreation of the front cover. But where's the fun in that?
Yeah. You literally, you can just sit on your ass on your sofa, type it in on your phone, or you can connect with your friends, have a great day out, splash each other with cherry juice, and it's just like, that is fun. Like, that is so much more fun than sitting on your sofa just typing in a prompt. So, I don't
Exactly.
know.
Like I had, I know when I saw you at For the Love of Horror, I was very excited telling you about my teeth that I'd had molded, my little
Yes,
vampire
I
fangs.
was.
They have arrived. They are fucking great.
Oh my God.
They look. I'll send you a photo. They look amazing. I text Abby and I was like, Abby, I want to be a slutty bloody vampire. Can we take pictures? And she was like, yeah. So we're slowly planning. It's not going to happen anytime soon because we're both very easily distracted. But I'm going to put my teeth in. I'm going to cover myself in blood.
And have a
And
great time.
I'm going to pretend to be a slutty vampire and
Yeah.
have a lovely time. And maybe nobody other than me and Abby will ever see those photos, or maybe if I'm feeling a bit like spicy that day, maybe I'll be like, oh, I'll put them on my Instagram. But at the end of the day, it's a fun project to give us something to do. Again, I could put that into ChatGPT, turn me into a slutty vampire. But I know that as cool as it might look, all I'm going to do is look at it and go, well, that version of me's got bigger boobs. And it doesn't have stretch marks, and it doesn't have that weird little like scar on my face, and it doesn't have a double chin. And I'll just look at it and then just be really sad about the fact that nothing looks like me. And
Yeah.
I'd rather have a picture and go, I'm not happy about that because I feel a bit self-conscious about my double chin, but it's real.
Yeah. And you had a great time in the process of making that photo and like spending time with your friends. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't really know where this conversation's going, Jess, to be honest. I'm just
No,
going off on one, but
we just bitched about AI for the past like half an hour. It's been great.
yeah. I mean, any chance to start slagging AI off.
Yeah.
But I guess that does link into like the horror community, because you guys are like a big part of the horror community. We always see you at events, and obviously you've got your ambassador program, so you've got people from the horror community.
Yeah. And it's a female-led ambassador project.
Which I love.
No weird, they're your girls.
No weird little
like,
guys.
They're my girls. No weird little goblin men. No.
Don't want them. Not having them.
No, thank you. Not happening.
Yeah, but I feel like you guys are like a staple part of the horror community, which is really, really lovely.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I know we've spoken before, but in true me fashion, we've had conversations before about the horror community, and then I've got in my head about everything and then not done anything with it. So like, what do you enjoy about the horror community, or what do you feel are the problems in the horror community, or
problems? Well, I think one problem showed himself out of the door recently, even though they're trying to make a comeback, but I'm not allowing that to happen. But that's as much as I'm going to talk about it, as this isn't for me to bitch. But I do love the horror community. Like, I wasn't too sure what I was going to be getting into. Probably from like when Rob and I first went to Flow of Horror, like the first time we actually like got into like and didn't get raided, which was like in 2021. Yeah. So Rob and I literally, we got married, and then we traveled down to Flow of Horror, and then we went on our honeymoon like straight afterwards. But like, I remember that first one, I didn't know what to expect. I never even been to a convention before as like as a punter, as like a customer. I'd never been. But from that first moment, that first convention, we were so welcomed by so many people. A few people there that didn't like us because they didn't like the fact that we were bootlegging like a few shirts, things like that. Like some people that were so up their own arse or whatever, that was absolutely fine. I paid them no mind. But like everyone else, so welcoming, so friendly. I think I love now so much of how female friendly the horror community is as a whole. Like, you have so many great female voices in horror, like yourself, get
thanks.
Reviewers. You're welcome. Like reviewers, but the ambassadors that we've got, and we live in such a male dominated world in every aspect. And when I started this ambassador program, I said to Rob, I want to give the women in horror a voice and give them a platform and give them an ambassador code, because a lot of them do so much. Like we have like Lou does like a YouTube as well, so she plugged us on her YouTube, and we've got like Zara who does stuff for us as well, and you and Alex and all the other girls as well, Amelia. And I just wanted to give them a platform because they followed us from the beginning. All of you have, so you've been there from like the very, very lows and the very, very highs. All of you have been there. And yeah, I think I love the community. Like, you do get a few bad eggs, sure, but we don't associate ourselves with those people. But yeah, I think I love the community. Everyone is so welcoming, or so friendly, and so supportive of everything that we do, and I'm just very appreciative of it. Like both of us are, Rob and myself. I feel like I waffled for a bit there.
It was all good, no waffle. Like I struggle with it, and I know we've had like conversations about it. I struggle because like you said, for the most part, I find it a really supportive, wonderful community, and I enjoy being part of it. But I do find myself, like at the moment, very overwhelmed by life and being perceived. So I've come off Instagram for a bit because being perceived is scary, and when you're on Instagram, people can see you. But I find there's a lot of, I don't know, sometimes like drama comes up, and I take on a lot of things and carry a lot of things, and I think probably the horror community is probably a lot more welcoming and supportive than lots of other ones. But
Yes.
it does, like you said, bad eggs crop up every now and then. It feels like it, to carry on with the bad egg thing, it like spoils the recipe a little bit. Like the whole meal is ruined because the eggs
Yeah.
were bad. How do you guys, because obviously you're very like active in the community with being at events and just needing to be on socials all the fucking time to promote
Yeah.
yourselves and keep the business going. How do you like separate yourself from all the drama and stuff, and just protect yourselves, I guess, as well? Because like I've
Yeah.
had to step away because it's all too much,
Yeah.
and I
Like
don't have a following like you guys do.
like at the end of the day, we are two people that run this business. Like it's Hell on Church isn't like its own entity. We are two people behind the account and behind the brand. And it's difficult when things like drama pop up. We don't want to get fully involved as a business. We don't want to dogpile on one person because, like you said, we've got like 49,000 followers. So that's a lot of people to like dogpile on one person. But I kind of do a lot of it myself personally because again, I'm my own person. I'm not tied to Rob in any way, but obviously Rob and I do share similar values, the same values. We both respect women. We both are very left leaning in our political views and things like that. And yeah, we want women to be respected, want people to be respected in general, and yeah, we try not to get the business involved in the drama, but I will get involved in the drama myself, my one person. Rob won't. Rob won't do it. Rob literally only uses his personal Instagram to share his runs, his bikes, and his cycles. Like Rob uses Instagram like he's a professional triathlete. That's what Rob uses Instagram for. But me personally, if drama does unfold, I'll look at it. I'll watch. I'll watch from the sidelines. But yeah, I try not to get the business involved in it. But myself personally, I'll look in. I'll have a little look. But yeah, it is hard to try and because, like you said, I am and Rob is the face of Hell on Shirts. Like when people see us at conventions and things like that, like we don't want to put the business in a bad light because end of the day, this is our livelihood. This pays our bills. This pays our mortgage. We run this business full time as two people and a baby. So yeah,
She's very helpful.
It is hard. She's not whatsoever. I love it a bit. She's cute, but she does not help.
Like obviously you don't have to like go into specifics if you don't want to, but like how do you protect your mental health needing to spend so much time on social media? Because like saying about like all the AI stuff and drama, and you know, you have to spend a lot of time on social media. How do you stop yourself taking it all in?
Yeah, I think at times when I do feel like that, I'll only use the Hell on Shirts account to like share people who have shared stuff to us Instagram story, like plugging us out. I'll share them and then I'll close the app down. And then if someone tags us something, I'll share them and I'll close the app down. But I won't physically go looking through stuff or things like that because it can take a toll on mental health, especially when my job is the social media aspect of it. I do the socials, I do the emails, and I do everything. I do all of that. So I say to Rob sometimes, like, I'm feeling a bit burnt out. Like, either you can start sharing stuff on the Instagram, or like we'll just stay off Instagram for like a few days. But the annoying thing is, we need the Instagram to like get sales and to get customers because everything runs off of Instagram and Facebook. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just kind of like take a step back, step away from my phone for like a couple of hours, and then I come back to it. Because if I see one thing that gets me frustrated, I don't want to share something really angrily to the Instagram story and then like immediately like regret it or like dirty delete it. I don't want to do that. Because I meant it in the moment, in the heat of the moment, I probably meant it. But then like looking back at like a few hours later, I'll probably like, oh, I've calmed down a bit now. Maybe I shouldn't have posted that. So yeah, it's difficult when your whole life does revolve around social media. But it is healthy to like step away and just share things that are important, like share the customers out that have supported us and then step away for a little bit, have a breather, and then carry on as normal.
So, I mean, yeah. Like you said about like social media, obviously you guys got a big following and stuff, and I think that's just as much about you guys as like the faces of the business as well. Like people people like you guys. You're nice people, and I think supporting you. I don't know what my point I'm trying to say is. I'll probably cut around this, but I think a lot of the support comes from you being nice, genuine, honest people.
Yeah.
Who genuinely seem to want to be part of the community, and you're not there because you're trying to make money. You're there because you genuinely love this stuff, and I think that comes across with you guys. And as, like you said, as someone who's been there since the early days, I've watched the growth of the business, which is amazing. Like, the fact that you both now do this as your full-time job is really impressive. Do you have any like tips for people who want to start small businesses, or who do have small businesses, for sort of making it work? I know that's a really difficult question, but
I'd say, like, just go for it. Like, when Rob and I did it, we literally jumped in at the deep end. We built the Instagram, we printed the shirts. We didn't know if at the end of the day we'd be stuck with 50 shirts that no one wanted. And luckily we didn't. We ended up, like, as I said previously, we sold out. But I say just go for it. Be careful that you're not treading on anyone else's toes. Like, be careful. Look at other brands, see what they're doing, see how you can be different and how you can stand out from other brands that already exist. Because we've had a lot of brands reach out to us saying, oh, I want to do the same thing that you guys do. It's like, why do you want to do the same thing as us when we are a small business? Like, you might look at us and think we're not, but we are two people that run this business. We're not huge. Like, we ship and do everything ourselves. So try and make yourself stand out from everyone else and do something different. It is hard in this climate to try and stand out, especially the UK is tiny. UK is a tiny little island. Like, but it's big enough for everyone. But yeah, it is hard when people do come up to us, well, I want to do the exact same thing that you guys do. It's like, yeah, but can you not? Because we've been through like a lot of stuff to get to this point. It's like, I don't want to come across as mean sometimes. People send me messages and are like, can you guys give me details of like your artists, details of your printers, details of like who you guys got these licenses from? And it's like, I did all this hard work myself. Like, we found these artists, we found these printers ourselves, we found out where all these licenses came from. Like, why should I tell you and give you all my contacts when we did this all ourselves? Like, I'm not writing you a handbook of how to run a business. It takes a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of effort for you guys to like get to a point where you feel like, happy and comfortable in your business. Like, we'll help people, sure, but I'm not going to tell you everything that I worked hard on and like give you everything when we're still every day we're like, it's not like we're struggling, but it's like every day, like, we need to make money, we need to pay our mortgage, we need to pay licenses, we need to pay for where we keep all of our shirts, our storage unit. And we're running a business at the end of the day. It's like, I don't go into like, I don't ask like, other brands how they did it or things like that, but you support and help other brands. But I'm not going to give you the ins and outs of how we run our business, because we worked really hard to get to this point.
And I think
it's fair.
Yeah, and like you said, you found a gap in the market. You said nobody in the UK is making horror shirts. No one's doing cool designs. So why don't we do it? And it's finding that idea that you're passionate about and just doing it, instead of going, well, they're doing it and that seems pretty successful, so I'll do exactly the same thing. Like, there's no passion there. And again, it's that thing of like using AI. You just trying to copy something that already exists instead of being creative and doing your best within your capabilities. And I think, again, that your success has reflected that hard work and that authenticity, I guess, of like, we are horror fans, we are making stuff we want to see. And like, you sell shirts in HMV now, which is insane. Like, every time I go into HMV, I'm like, that's my guys, look. And I always take a picture and I'm like, I put it on Instagram and I'm like, look, it's Hell on shirts, because I'm so proud every time I see it. And
Thank you. Yeah,
it's
nuts.
wild.
It is wild.
Like, have you, obviously you don't have to share and I can cut round it, but like, have you guys got like, obviously you've got business plans and things, but like, where are your goals for where you want Hell on shirts to go to next?
I don't know really. Like, I'm so happy with how things are at the minute. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we've got our conventions that we do every year, which we love. We love to going to conventions. I'd love to do more conventions. I always say to Rob, we should, because we live in Swansea, and there's a market in Swansea, and I'll be like, I get a little brick and mortar shop in Swansea, like, and I'll run it myself, and I'll take
That'd
the
be
baby to
so
work with me.
cute.
I know, but he's like, it is really expensive, and I was like, oh, it should be all right, it'll be fine. But I'd like to have like my own little brick and mortar, like that I just run. Like, Rob obviously will help, but
Mm-hmm.
have that be my own little thing. But I'm not really too sure. As long as we keep on getting more licenses, and we make great connections with other brands. Like, we were chatting to Fangoria when we were at Love of Horror in November. We were chatting with them. So as long as we keep going up, I don't care what happens. Like,
Mm-hmm.
at this point, I just want to like keep going, building up. Rob's dream, his like massive dream, he wants to make merch for Halloween Horror Nights because he's always disappointed with the
Yeah.
shirts. So he's like, I could do better than that. That's Rob's dream. Rob
That's a
would
very
love to
good
make merch for
point.
Horror Nights. Yeah.
Every
Like,
year
some of
people
the
get
shirts are
excited.
great.
Not
Yeah,
that
and
good.
some of the shirts aren't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Rob's dream. Rob wants to make merch for Universal for Halloween Horror Nights specifically. Because, like, that's our bread and butter, that's our niche. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that's Rob's, and yeah, mine is just keep going up, making connections, getting licenses. Yeah, and just being like, not being like a household name, but being a household name in like the horror community all
I
over.
think you are, though. I
Yeah.
think you're already there,
That'd
which
be
is
good.
really cool.
Yeah,
And
that
I
is quite
realised
cool.
as I asked that question, like, I thought, actually, that seems really shitty that you have to have goals and you have to want to grow, because it's good to have goals, but also it's okay
Yeah.
with being how you are right now and living as you are right now. So I didn't mean anything by being like, you have to have
What's
goals
next?
and get bigger. Yeah. It's because sometimes it's okay to just live in the moment, and that's where I
Yeah.
am right now, is trying to like live in the moment and not spend too much time thinking about what if, and just being like, let's just enjoy today, or as
Yeah.
close to enjoy as you can.
Yeah.
What difficult question, but what of your designs is your favorite?
Oh, probably quite biased because it's probably one of my favorite horror films, but the white version of the Midsummer design is
Yeah.
probably my favorite one. I fucking love Midsummer. Rob and I went to go see Midsummer. We were the only two people in the cinema, and that's my favorite. I love going to cinema midweek. I think it was like a Wednesday at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and watching Midsummer, and no one else there. I fucking loved it. It was like a euphoric experience. That's probably my favorite design. I think Rob's favorite design, it's probably one of the 90s collection that we did, because he's such a big 90s nerd. Like, probably either like Small Soldiers or like Batman. Was it Batman? Yeah, Batman Forever. That's probably one of Rob's favorite. But yeah, mine's the white Midsummer design. I love a white shirt. I wear so many black shirts that I love wearing a white shirt. Probably not so much now we've got the baby, because her hands are always covered in something like sticky and
Orange.
gross.
Always
No.
orange with babies.
She loves magic stars, and Rob's
Brian.
mum is a sucker for giving her magic stars, and they're always
Yeah.
covered in chocolate or yogurt, one of the two. Like, lovely sticky child. But yeah, probably that one. What's your favorite?
I think it's either the Sam Hain Terrifier design.
Yes.
And Terrifier gets lower in my like list of like top horror and franchises as the franchise goes on. I enjoy it less.
I get that. I get that.
But that design is just so iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every time I wear that t-shirt, I'm like, this t-shirt's fucking cool. I've got it on a poster in my hallway. When people come into my house, I'm like, look at that cool poster.
It's mad because I remember where I was when Sam Hain sent us the finished design. We were sat in the airport coming back we just been on a family holiday with my family to Cyprus, and we were sat in the departures lounge, like, so hungover. I was hungover, Rob was fine. And Rob was like, oh, he's got an email from Sam. I remember like looking over and being like, holy shit.
So
sent
good.
over. The original design, so it was the same design, but no, the bit with the sawn girl in half, it was full boobies out originally. Like it was full frontal, and they were like, "Can you just put some blood over the boobs?" I was like, "Yep, that's fine." So we emailed Sam. Sent me an emailed us back updated with the blood over the boobs, and yeah, that was the final design. But yeah, I remember where I was when we saw that design for the first time. It was insane.
And like
it was insane.
That gets ripped off all the time, so it's clearly an iconic design.
Yeah.
And the other favorite. Go on.
Oh no, I was going to say, like, I remember, like, I followed this company on Instagram. I remember, like, flicking through my Instagram stories, and I remember them lifting up a heat press design, and underneath the heat press design was our Terrifier design. And we're like, oh, okay. So I messaged them. I said, I bought it off someone off Etsy. Because, oh, well, if it's on Etsy and it's that detailed, it's too good to be true. It's not their design. So there we are.
So my other favourite one is the original Halloween 3 that they did with the t-shirt and the little trick-or-treaters.
Did you give that to Ez at a...
Ez has that on a t-shirt.
Wales? Yeah.
Yes. Ez has that on a t-shirt. I have that on a t-shirt. It's actually on underneath this one because it's bloody freezing today and I've got layers on. And it's on, I'm looking at it right now, a poster in my living room. It's just, it's coming with us to
HorrorCon if anyone wants it. It's coming with us to HorrorCon. It's on the reprint list. Yeah, it's on the
I
reprint
might need
list.
Another one because this one's really small and I've cut the sleeves off and it's like a little tank top, but maybe I needed it. You don't do a long sleeve version in that, do you?
We don't know. The other Halloween 3 one's got sleeves, but that one was just a t-shirt, and we did a hoodie. Yeah, we did a hoodie of it as well.
But, you got the hoodie?
Yeah. I probably sold mine on Vinted, I'm not gonna lie.
I meant coming back.
Oh, I don't think so. I think Rob's just done the t-shirt version of it. That design it sells really well at conventions. So because I find it's very kid friendly because kids don't really know what it is, and it's like a cutesy little horror shirt. So it's like baby's first horror t-shirt. It's quite sweet.
And that literally was my baby's first horror t-shirt.
Oh,
that one and
Killer Clowns was it?
Yeah, one of the original Killer
Clowns. Was it the one with
designs.
the shorty on the back?
Yeah,
because did that one.
Absolutely love they love Shorty. And constantly tell me that instead of having Fatso tattooed on my leg, I should have had Shorty tattooed. And I'm like, okay.
Did you see the Shorty? Was it Monster High Dolls or some doll has come out?
Yeah.
And it's Shorty. Yeah.
She's beautiful, but it makes me really mad because they make them super limited edition and they go, there's 10,000 dolls. Instead of just doing a pre-order like you guys do to go, how many people want one of these? And we'll make that many.
Yeah.
So they put them on pre-order. Bots get most of them.
That's insane.
And then they resell them. And it's really annoying because they don't care. They've sold their 10,000 dolls. But probably 9,000 of those have gone to bots who will resell. And then those bots are making money off it. Why don't they just make the money by selling 500,000 if 500,000 people... And I know it's obviously keeping up with the manufacturing demand. But if they make pre-orders and say, you've got to wait 6 months for this doll, people would pay it. They're like 50, 60 quid. I would pay 50, 60 quid for a doll, knowing full well I had to wait 6 months for it. So none
I'm
of
not
the
even
horror...
a doll collector, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Even non-horror people would love it.
I love Monster High. I collect Draculoras specifically. And only Draculora, and every single one of the horror dolls, bar the Shining Twins. I don't really like those, but I've wanted every single one. They did a classic Dracula. They've done Pennywise. They've done who else have they done? They did a Creature from the Black Lagoon. Just cute. All these beautiful, beautiful dolls, but because they're super limited edition. They did an Elvira one as well, who's beautiful, and I don't even bother going on the website when it launches because I think one time I did, and within like 2 seconds they'd sold out. There's literally no point.
No,
pouring yourself.
That's insane.
And the Shorty Killer Clowns one has had the most like shares and stuff that I've seen of any of them, of people going, my god, look at this.
They've
doll.
already sold.
Yeah,
they've already sold.
Yeah, and this just it really frustrates me. Again, it's that sense of fairness, I think, where I'm just like, what's
Mm,
the point in making this if most people aren't gonna be able to buy it?
yeah. Pre-orders work.
Yeah,
I am a good judge of character for that. Pre-orders work.
yeah.
Sometimes they don't work in your favor, but sometimes but they work all the time. So
Last question then to wrap things up. Um, what are your favorite horror movies or your favorite subgenres of horror?
oh, horror movies. Definitely Midsummer. That's definitely
Hmm.
up there.
One of my favorites.
Oh, this is so good. I hate when people ask me, I'm like, oh my God, what is my favorite horror film? I haven't seen any films ever. Um, yeah, definitely Midsummer. Probably like I'm also a big action girly. I do love an
Hmm.
action film.
I hate action films. Hate
You
them.
hate action films?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I've
love
hardly
them.
seen
I
any
love
because
them.
everyone I watch, I'm like, hated that. Like saying about Terminator, I've never seen the Terminator movies. I've never seen
Oh, Sam.
RoboCop, and I know they are very horror adjacent. Just never seen them.
Yeah. Um, yeah, definitely Midsummer.
I do like
Probably
Die Hard
28.
though. I like Die
Oh,
Hard.
Die Hard's
Yeah.
great. 28 Days Later.
Hmm.
Because I love I do love a zombie film or like an infected film. Oh my God, I can't think. Probably
Lost
action
Boys.
film. I do love Lost Boys. It's not in my top three though.
Oh,
Probably top
okay.
10, but not in my top three. Um, I'm looking around my room because I have so much horror
That's
stuff
why
in
I
my
said
room.
it because I was like, you've got what's his
I got
face,
Lost Boys.
David behind you.
We got Hellraiser there as
I
well,
have
and
that
we got
exact same
Jaws.
poster just up next to me. Exact
Yeah.
same Graham Humphreys one.
This is the only wall we've put stuff up on because we're still renovating. I'm gonna go action, like action adjacent. Rambo First Blood. I
Never
fucking
seen
love
it.
Rambo. Oh my God, you need to watch it. Sylvester Stallone running around the woods. It's great. It's fantastic.
Nothing
No.
about action films. Big sweaty blokes running around, not bothered. Guns, not bothered. There's usually some kind of like cars, tanks, helicopters. Don't give
Yeah,
a
there's a
shit.
helicopter in this one.
Yeah, don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. And it's just even like Predator. I know that's an action horror, but like I was so fucking bored because there was way too much action in it, and I was just like, I don't get it. I don't know what
That
it
was
is.
one
I've
of the
just got like a
first
mental
films
block.
that me and Rob watched together when we first started dating was Predator.
I
He picked
just
it, obviously. I'd never seen it before. I'd
I
never seen it before.
I'm trying to watch more action and I'm trying to like push myself because horror obviously is where I find so much comfort and I'm always gravitating towards horror. That will always be the first thing I pick. But I'm
Mm.
trying to watch more stuff now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to watch a bit more action, but
Mm.
it's really hard because it's boring. I don't like it.
I say like Rambo's probably a good one to start. I also really love the film Under Siege, but it's got what's his name, Steven Seagal in it, and he's a massive fucking weirdo now. So don't give him the time of day anymore.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm also like a sucker for like I love the new Frankenstein that came out. I
Me too.
fucking loved that film. I was not expecting to cry as much as I did. I sobbed throughout that film. Like Rob was literally sat next to me, and all you could see was my shoulders going because I was like trying to hold it in. But yeah, I don't know. I do I love films, but whenever someone says to me, "What's your favorite film?" I'm like, I don't know. I've never seen anything. I've never watched a film in my life.
No, it's that being put on the spot. Like for me, I do the exact same thing. I look around and I'm like, well, Martyrs,
Yeah.
Hellraiser, Trick or Treat, Nightmare on Elm Street. It's like I have to put posters around my house so that I can remember.
I remember what I like.
Silence of the Lambs, Killer
So I'm
Clowns,
just
Halloween 3.
See, I've got books all on this side, on the side that you can't see. So I'm like, okay, it's just books there.
You
I've
are a
got,
book girly.
I am. I watched, it's not horror at all, but I watched Hamnet in the cinema when it came out. Don't, my God. All you could hear, I went with my friend Angie, and it was quite a quiet cinema. There wasn't many people in there, but all you could hear was us going, like throughout the film, I cried, and I read the book then, and I fucking cried reading the book as well.
See, I
Oh my
didn't
God,
cry
it
in the cinema. I thought
broke.
I was going to. I just felt like I think my body went into protection mode and I just shut down
Mm.
and I just sort of sat there like, oh. And it is beautiful, it is incredible. But yeah, it was quite busy when we went, and all you could do was people
Oh my
like
God,
sniffling
it
and crying all the
broke
way
me.
through.
It broke me. Like, I was in the taxi on the way home and I was crying in the taxi, like to the taxi driver, because, oh, was it a good film? I was like, yes, it was a good film. And then I was just like crying to this poor guy who was trying to drive me home. But
That was me
it
in the
was
cinema
awful.
for Wuthering Heights. I ugly
Still
cried
haven't seen
through
it.
all
Still
of.
haven't seen it.
I think I've seen
It's on
it
Prime
3
now.
times. Oh, is it?
It's on well, I think you got to buy it, but it's on Amazon now, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I
maybe
think
on
I've seen
HBO
it 3
Max, maybe.
times now, and
Yeah.
I've just ugly cried every time I've watched it. It is
Oh.
so beautiful.
Oh, I need to watch it because I heard you're probably the only person who has said how good it is. Like, I've heard so many mixed reviews from everyone else.
It's because I haven't read Wuthering Heights, I think.
See, I'm the same. I tried to read it and I couldn't get into it. It's too, what's the word I'm looking for? Technical for me to try and get into, I think.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's literally called Emerald Fennell's Wuthering Heights. We're supposed to look at it.
Of it.
Yeah, we're supposed to look at it
Yeah.
as that, but people still refuse to look at it. The theme in the story is this, or this isn't how. And I'm just like, fuck off. She's literally
I
throwing the
liked,
name.
I like Saltburn as well. I really like Saltburn.
I like Saltburn.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
But yeah, you can watch Wuthering Heights as a horror film. He's been shot very much like a horny horror film, which I love horny horror films. Give those to me.
Like,
but there's so much
bits I've seen. It's shot beautifully, like really beautifully. Like the skin room.
Yes. Yeah,
Fucking
I
insane.
mean that in itself is quite scary and horrific, and the level of like obsession with each other and the destruction they go through, that's very like psychological horror coded. Martin Clunes is shot in a way that he looks absolutely
Martin Clunes is in it?
Yes.
Is he?
He's Margot Robbie's dad.
I didn't know he was in that.
He
Fucking Doc
looks
Martin.
Yeah, he looks quite scary in it, but the way he's always shot and lit, he looks fucking terrifying. He is grotesque is the word I always use for it, because he's gross in it.
Oh.
And the way like a lot of the landscapes are shot and the way a lot of the house is shot, it is like a horror movie. And it's very intense, and yeah, I think you could absolutely watch it. It's not a horror movie. It's a really sad, tragic, horny romance film, but it could be.
You got me at horny.
Yeah, it's very horny. It's great. But you could absolutely watch it as a horror film.
Yeah. Oh, I might have to give it a go. Rob will not watch with me. That'll have to be a film I watch by myself with the baby at Nanny's house. Rob will not watch it.
Oh, sell it to him as a horror film. He might watch it. Like Sam said, it's a horror film. No. Okay.
He knows how much I like Jacob Elordi as well, so he's not interested.
Oh, Jess, wait till you see him in this film.
I know. I'm already blushing.
Honestly, I was sat in the cinema and I was making little noises like, just like every time I try and think like, don't objectify people. That's terrible. Don't do that. And then I watch Jacob Elordi in Wuthering Heights and I'm like, you know when people say I'm no better than a man, I fucking hate that when people say that, but also I feel like I'm no better than a man when I just look at him and objectify him. Poor Jacob Elordi. On that note, that's probably a good place to wrap up. Wherever this conversation has been, it's just
like a little combo between me and you. I know.
Just vibing, being girlies, talking about AI and Jacob Elordi, which I think is a good time, really.
Really, yeah, it's pretty good.
It's been lovely chatting to you.
Yes,
thank you for coming on. Obviously, we've talked about Hal on shirts a whole bunch, but where can people find you guys to check out the shirts?
Yes, so we are on Instagram. Instagram handle is Hell on Shirts. Facebook, Hell on Shirts. Website is hellonshirts.com. And then if you use code Monster10 at checkout, you get 10% off.
Yeah. As my little affiliate code, and I think I'm legally obliged to say that that is an affiliate code, and I will get a small percentage of your sale at no
Yes.
cost to you. There's weird legal loopholes on those things, so we'll just mention that just in case I get in trouble. But yeah, go check them out. As I'm always wanging on about, the comfiest joggers ever, the best t-shirts, long sleeves. The only thing I think I don't own is the shorts because I look weird in them.
Oh, they're comfy. They sit quite high up. They're like waist huggers more than anything.
Yeah.
But I was saying to Rob, we need to bring back booty shorts because we did booty shorts years ago.
Yes.
We did the Return of the Living Dead ones, and I had more brains on the bum.
Yeah, I'm not a shorts girl. No, I'm not a long shorts girl. I'm a shorts girl. Yeah, so shorts are like the only thing. Oh, and a hoodie. Don't have a hoodie because I don't like pulling things over my head.
If you want zip-ups, you can get zip-ups in the pre-order.
Yes, excellent.
As long as it's a pocket print and not a chest print. If it's a pocket print, it comes in a zip-up. But if it's a chest print, it's just a pullover.
Perfect.
The more you know.
Giving me all the good news I needed today, Jess. You fixed my
you're very welcome.
Terrible day now by knowing I can get a zip-up hoodie instead, because currently wearing a zip-up hoodie. Is there anything else you want to quickly plug? You mentioned HorrorCon. That is the 6th and 7th
HorrorCon's
of June.
The next one. Yes, that's 6th, 7th of June in Sheffield. And then after that, we have got Wales Comic-Con in August.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be Love of Horror then in November. I think it's November this year, isn't it?
I think so,
It is. I booked the hotel already, so hopefully it's November.
Hopefully it's November.
It's going to be hopefully a year of more conventions. We've got some more to announce between now and then. So that'll be fun. I can't wait.
Brilliant. Well, if you're at a convention and you see Hell on Shirts, 1, go buy stuff, but 2, just go say hey, because you guys...
Yeah.
Actually, no, I was going to say, go have a chat, but you're always so fucking busy that it's really hard
if we're not busy,
to
have a
actually
chat.
say hi to you.
I know. It is wild. At Love of Horror, we looked down, there was a queue. It was like, us Brits, we love to queue, just bunch
so
in.
Polite.
It's fine.
You'll have to go and do some American conventions and just see how different they are. That'd be interesting.
I'd like to go as a guest, definitely, like as a customer. But I think the logistics of us actually selling shirts there would be so fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Like we'd have no chance of ever selling at an American convention. We've been offered. We got an offer to do a horror convention in Greece the other day as well.
Oh, wow.
But but it's a bit too far away, I think.
I'll go for you. Send me to Greece. I'll go to Greece. It'd be great.
Take a suitcase full of shirts and some business cards. You'll be fine.
Be like a little dodgy dealer. Just open the suitcase up and be like, "Ooh, t-shirts."
Like open up a big coat and just have t-shirts on it.
Do you know how much fun I would find that? I just go up to people and be like, So don't tempt me. I would love that. But it's been so lush having you on to chat all things Hell on
Very
Shirts
welcome.
and just
thank you.
Talk about everything in between as well.
Yeah. Bit of everything and everything, really. A lot of tangents went off on. Loads of tangents.
It's how we roll here.
I know.
Tangents are actively encouraged. So
yes, I love it.
Just go where the wind takes us, I think.
Yes, that sounds good.
Salem's putting his head up to say bye. Are you going to say bye too?
Oh, bye, Salem.
No, he's gone back down again. You can't hear you. I got headphones on.
Oh yeah, of course he can't. Tell him I said pss, pss, pss.
Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye. Hello. Thank you so much for listening. Again, gonna keep this brief. Gonna go so I can go have a cold shower because it has been absolutely hellish in the UK this week. And even though it's the coolest it's been all week right now, I'm still absolutely dying. So thank you for listening. Please do all the lovely things that proper podcasters tell you to do. Like, rate, review, subscribe, share, all those things. That'd be lovely. It's always nice to meet new podcast friends and new listeners and find more lovely people in the horror community because it's feeling like an overwhelming and upsetting place at times, especially at the moment. So it's lovely when I find new friends in the horror community, whether they're neurodivergent or not. So please say hi, give me a follow, give me a rating and a review, any of those things, that would be lush. And yeah, I will talk at you again soon. Bye. Horror Hyperfixations is supported by Hell on Shirts. Hell on Shirts make shirts for the sick and make the best horror and cult movie merch. I'm super proud to be an ambassador for Hell on Shirts. They are an amazing, independent, Welsh family-run business, and I've been following them since the start. Visit their website at hellonshirts.com to see the sickest t-shirts, long sleeves, hoodies, the comfiest joggers ever, skateboard decks like I've got up on my wall, and loads more cool stuff. With officially licensed merchandise and artwork from some of the best artists in the world, you're absolutely going to find your new favourite shirt. So go check them out on social media, visit their website, and if you use code Monster10, you will save money on your order. Thanks, Hell on Shirts. Love you, bye!